Hello and welcome to Cooking Lessons for Dad. My name is Karen Brayer and this is my dad Don. And today we are making a really special treat. It is orange apricot balls. These are amazing. We got the orange apricot chocolate combination and it is so good. They're really easy to make too. The ingredients in this recipe are dried apricots, whole toasted almonds, powdered sugar, orange zest, orange juice, salt, and chocolate chips. You can use semi-sweet or dark chocolate, and I have dark chocolate. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to wash your oranges. You'll need two to make the orange zest. I've already made the orange zest. So you need 2 tablespoons of orange zest, and I'll show you real quick how I made it. I washed and dried the oranges, and there's a lot of different types of zesters, but this is the one I have. I really like it. And you're just going to make short strokes on the outside of the orange to get the orange zest. You don't want to go so deep that you get the white pith because that's bitter. That's really easy. But I already made a couple tablespoons, so we could add a tad more. Make it very orangey. So we're going to go ahead and set this aside until we need it later, so you could just set that down there. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to chop our apricots and almonds. We're going to chop them separately. When I tried making them in the blender and I did it together, it got way too sticky and it wouldn't chop them. So I'm going to do them separately, although in a food processor it'd probably be fine. But just to be safe, I'm going to do them separate. So we have 10 ounces of dried apricots. We're going to go ahead and put them in our food processor or blender, and you need a strong blender for this. And you're going to continue to chop them until they're in little pieces. Okay, I'll check and see how this is perfect. So we'll go ahead, and what we're going to do is dump these into our bowl. And we're going to go ahead and chop our almonds next. Next, we're going to go ahead and chop our whole toasted almonds. And if you're not sure how to toast almonds, it's really easy. You can look at one of my other cooking videos and it will tell you how to toast almonds. But I just toasted them when I was making something else earlier today. It's really easy. So 2/3 cup, go ahead and put it in the food processor or your blender. We're going to go ahead and chop them. Okay, let's check those, see how they are. They smell really good too. Okay, so that's real good. They're nice and chopped up.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and pour this into our bowl too. Scrape out the rest. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is just going to stir together our almonds and apricots. So next we're going to stir in our powdered sugar. We have 2 tablespoons. And then we have our 2 tablespoons of orange zest. You can grab that. And I already measured the 2 tablespoons, although we had a little bonus in there, but it's going to taste really good. So we're going to stir that in. Then we have 2 tablespoons of orange juice, and I didn't measure that, so you'll have to measure that. Does it smell good? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So next we have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And this is kosher salt. Okay, and we're going to stir this together. You want it nice and moist so it sticks together. If it's not real sticky, go ahead and add a little bit more orange juice. Make sure everything's well combined. Okay, I'm going to check to see how sticky it is, and it is very sticky. We're going to make these into balls. So if you want to grab our little cookie sheets, we're going to squeeze them together like this, and we're just going to make them into about 1-inch balls. Set them on the cookie sheet, and we're just going to make balls until all the mixture is finished. Helps to squeeze it like into your hand and then shape it into a ball, like that. Yeah, this is the technique. Get some in your hands and then squeeze, and then it's easier to make it into a ball. So we made our orange apricot balls. We're going to wash your hands, and then we'll melt our chocolate so we can put it on top. So we'll be right back in a minute. Okay, so next we have to go melt our chocolate. We have 1/3 to 1/2 cup of chocolate chips, and I have dark chocolate chips, but you could use semi-sweet. And I'm going to microwave them for 1 minute, stir it and see if it's melted. If it's not melted, I'll add another 30 seconds, stir it, and I'll keep melting it until it's creamy and melty and there's no more lumps. You could also melt this over the stove in a thick bottom pan on very low, carefully. You could do that too. So I'm going to go put this in the microwave next. Okay, so I microwaved them for 1 minute, and it's melty, but it's still not melted. So I'm going to add 30 more seconds, and then I'll see how it is. Okay, I added 30 more seconds, and it looks nice and creamy. You can see there's one little lump in there. If you stir it around, the lumps will melt. So we don't need to melt it anymore. So what we're going to do next is we're going to spread it on the top of the apricot balls, put a little bit on each one, spread it around like that. We're going to do that to each one, so we both could do that together. And when you're done, you can go back and check to see if any need a little more. I think they're looking pretty good. What do you think?
Looking good to me.
So we're going to let them air dry. But you know, we got a little chocolate left here.
We'll figure out something to do with that.
This is what I like to do. Well, it's at the bottom. Get a little of some of your dried apricots and just use the rest on dried apricots, and that's really delicious too. So we'll finish a few more apricots. Okay, so we're going to let these dry, and we'll be back in a few minutes to try them. Okay, so our orange apricot balls are dry and the chocolate solid. So we're going to go ahead and put them in our little candy papers. And also, I'm making a gift for one of my neighbors. This is a perfect gift. You can put it in candy boxes or just some container you have. So let's get them all in our little candy papers. Okay, look how beautiful these are. Mm-hmm. You like them? So, yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
Now we get to try one, and we got our little chocolate apricots too. We could give our neighbor some of those too.
Oh.
Anyways, are you ready to try them?
I am.
These are so good. I've made them before many times, so you're going to be really surprised. Okay, here we go. Wow.
That's very nice. That's smooth.
Yeah. Chocolate, apricot. We got a little salty. It's a great combination.
A little crunchy.
Great texture. You're gonna love them. Really easy. Try them this week and let me know how they turn out. Okay, bye. We have a lot to eat. We're keeping some of them for ourselves.